It's a live video. Woohoo! Hi folks, so here's the next video. We did a live video with Mantis Marvels on Saturday, and I'm going to pop one of these up, see how they do. So we'll get all the end bits out at first. So what I need you to do is give the video a like, don't forget to share, also subscribe if you haven't subscribed, also hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the next videos. And what we'll do is we'll pop into this video, and if you want to watch it, that's fine, and if you don't worry, because it is on for over an hour. So at the end it'll just go to the end credits, and then that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.
Hello.
Bye.
It was being weird again. It wouldn't let me approve unless I completely turn my phone in, because it's clicked sideways. It wouldn't let me happen. I'm just opening it up on my laptop so I can see everyone's comments.
Oh, that's good. I think we've only had one person ask a question actually on the post. I don't think they grasped the idea.
I think they did. They can ask. I'm sure. Hang on. Whole computer's broke now. It's getting there. Right, there we go. Hi, Harriet. Harriet has joined.
It's a Saturday night live stream, isn't it?
Weird, isn't it? I don't usually normally do it. Guess what I could have that's like a thing of nightmares if I hadn't shut this lid this morning.
What's that? Oh God, no.
It nearly happened.
That'd be something like out to one of them biblical films where it's like a swarm.
You know what? I've walked into at least 5 of these in the last month, but it's happened in every single tub. You know, like how I'll pick out certain parts of the casters if I'm not happy with the tub. And there's all these tubs, and sometimes okay casters go in there. And I thought, you know what, last night if I don't put the lid on, I'm going to regret it. And then I just walked into all of them doing this. So I always
how the hell did you get them out of there, Claire?
I don't know if I can't even fit this in the fridge. I don't know. It's not like I can even open the lid. Look at it. It's just fit.
I don't even know you can get them out of there.
I don't know. Unless
the only thing you can probably do is fit some kind of tubing system onto it for next time.
Or just use them fly things I've just brought that I put on the website. I'm gonna try thinking of putting them in the fridge if it fits, and then pouring a load of them in when they're still floppy, and then trying it that way.
So somebody's also asked if you can tag them in the post. So Harriet, Angela, or Zoe, if you can tag this person in the post.
Harriet's here, Angela is here, Zoe is here.
Try and have a look who it was.
Oh God, I remember, but I can't remember her name.
And a man, Laura Johnston. If someone can tag it in this, she wanted someone to tag it.
There you go, tag her.
That was quick.
Yeah, I've got it up on here so I can see all the comments.
Because she did have a question about what to do when they have mist molt. So
it's a good question. I've got a load of houseflies that's loose in here as well for some reason.
Oh, plenty of Collins.
They're going to keep popping by. Hi, Katie. So tonight is pretty much a chill night, and to ask questions about how to care for Mantis. Just silly questions, really. Well, not silly questions. It's good to learn, but any questions, really. It's a good thing to know, isn't it? So, yeah.
You, Claire's just joined now, Claire.
Hello, everyone. We're on 10 people so far. So if you've got any questions or you want to see anything, just ask, really. It's a nice chill night. And I'll keep catching up with everything on here as well.
Have you been busy this week, then?
This week for orders or this week for messages?
Both.
Oh, it's never ending. It's absolutely never ending. I think, what was there? There was 36 or 37 orders on Monday. I think this week I posted about 60. So it's been pretty hectic, and then there's I think there's 8 or 9 ready to go out for Monday so far, but it's always over the weekend people go crazy.
Yeah.
And then messages, there's probably about 100 I haven't answered in the last 24 hours. There's too much to deal with at the moment, so I do take my time. But I thought, you know what, today I'm going to have to stay off. I have been answering the odd message that's an emergency, but if it's standard messages, I've not replied today because I thought I'd just go out with the kids and have a bit of fun time.
Yeah, a bit of me time.
Yeah.
But you have to have, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't think people realise how busy you are, and you've got like a life beyond the Mantis page sometimes, isn't it? It's not everybody, but I
No,
know other vendors who
there's a
tap
few.
into.
Yeah, I think there's a few people that just think you're a robot and you can go 24/7. It's just not helpful. It's always a case, so I'll even say like I'm having the afternoon off, and then that's when everyone messages. Like it's almost an advertisement of I'm having the afternoon to reply to every message there is. It's like no,
Yeah.
no.
I see a few members watch the video what I did, and they were having a laugh at it.
Oh yes, yeah. I've still only managed to get halfway. I've got a Colin joining me, and then the kids stole my phone, but it was very funny. It was very funny from watch. You'll have to do another one.
Oh no, not yet. I'm still recovering from that one.
I was even like, was half of them names even real? Because I'm just like, some of these sound a bit too naughty.
There was about 30, I think, in there. And then my wife and my friend had done 4 red herrings, so fake ones, which were hilarious. So it's quite funny.
Fake.
And I've got to do one on a spiny flower mantis, because my son's got one of them. But it's just due molt, so I've told him not to bring it round yet. But I did my last video with him, and that was quite funny as well.
I haven't watched that one yet. I need to do that. And yeah, no, we've just started. So we're here for any questions. Just a chill night, really. It's taking its time. This laptop is lagging big time.
Is it an old laptop?
Probably like 2 years old, 3 years old.
Yeah, to be honest, laptops, they tend to go a bit slower after a few years.
Yeah, especially if you get hold of it. Let me just post on the group. You know when it's like other people doing live streams and they don't see it?
Yeah.
That's what happens with this group. Hang on. Why am I on the rules? So yeah, anyone's got questions, just comment below, and we're here to answer anything.
That's it. Try your best.
Oh gosh, hang on.
I sent to Rick, who commented on one of the posts, a picture really of all the genuses of the obviously dead Plautes, I'll try to say it, the dead leaf mantis, and I was actually shocked how many there is.
I was gonna originally just do all dead leaf mantis because there's just.
I think on that poster there was actually, I think it was 12. There was actually 12 species of it, but I've only ever seen 3 of them. Well, 4, sorry. Yeah.
No, I'm amazed. I'm amazed how there can be so many types of mantis, because like I found out there's more than one type of marble mantis this week as well. It's just like, really, you never see them. They're like so uncommon when you know like how you've got your classic ones and then you've got all like the subspecies along the lines. It's just it's weird.
Yeah, you'll have to read them comments, because I'll have to lean forward and they'll have to see me big massive forehead every time I lean forward. I think I've been annoying as much as it is. I'll say no. Hi, Lyndon. Here's Lyndon. Hey, let's wave to Lyndon. There's my son.
Hi, Laura. At least you saw the tag. That is good. So yeah, has anyone got any questions tonight? Does anyone want to see any mantis?
Well, I think we should answer the first one. What the lady commented on the post about the mist bolts.
It's a very tricky one to answer, isn't it? It depends on the size of the mantis.
Depends if you catch them in time as well, because you can sometimes get them latched back on. I have seen people using sellotape, which something I wouldn't do.
I'd understand the sellotape if they've got particularly back legs hanging off already.
Yeah.
I think from experience I've always had, once they get the head or the raptor stuck, it's game over. Like legs, the odd leg, fine, but when it's a raptor and a head, or just a head or just a raptor, tried and tried. It never worked.
I've done it back in the day. I've had like my little tools out and cotton buds and warm water, and usually when they're too far gone, that's it.
That's it. By the time you get everything sorted, if they're not out without that molt in literally like 30 seconds to a minute, it's amazing how fast they dry out or how fast they can become deformed.
Yeah.
And there's Colin, just struggle. But yeah, if you can prop the mantis up, or you've seen it's got its head and it's wrapped its out and it's hanging down, and then it's got the last of its legs and its abdomen to come out, then hold it up by this edge of its legs. But other than that, there's not much more you can do, really, is there? If you start tugging, you start pulling away, the mantis is so fragile, you're just going to rip it to pieces.
Yeah.
to put it short.
That's it. I think me Budwing's going to lay another oof. That'll be the 9th one. Just keep going, don't they?
It's amazing. I think this girl down here, she was on the last live stream where she was kind of going around at Eggy Corner, and she's on an 8th one, I think now. But she's only ever hatched like 1 or 2 out of each one, so I don't know what happened there. She's just a bit of a weirdo. Hang on, let me catch up with messages. You're not late, Chelsea. Oh, that's a pretty cool mantis. Yeah, Soul, I've got lots of fresh ones. That's not a problem. I've got lots of nymphs. She's talking about a stick insect. Do you have any glass mantis? I think a friend might have some glass mantis that I can get my hands on at some point. But I'm not going to say yes, I have got glass mantis.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them as well. I know who you're on about.
I can get myself on I can get hold of an oof, not a problem. But obviously getting hold of an oof, waiting for it to hatch, then growing them to be big enough. Then this is it. It just takes time. It's the same with the orchids. Like you can say, oh yeah, I've got orchids coming, but people don't realise it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks at least once they've hatched before they're a good suitable size. Because sometimes, yes, they usually molt every 2 weeks, but some can take 3-4 weeks before they have their first molt. So it completely depends on the mantis, doesn't it? Really.
Oh, somebody's just commented. It said they've got a glass mantis. Where'd you live? I'll come round and rob you.
Hang on. Let me catch up. Can you see some of the violins again? Yeah, I'll get some violins out in a minute. They are very skittish, so not for very long. Hang on, let me see what Laura's saying about hers. Oh, bless her. Yeah, if you don't catch a mantis within minutes of it doing a molt, it is honestly game over. It's pretty sad. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good that you got your devil out your molt as well. There's like 20 there's 20 comments coming all of a sudden. I'll catch you with them all. Hang on. Hang on. Someone says, "Where's your live?" And I'm like, "Hang on, let me tag you." Fispids, yeah, I can get the Fispids out. Yeah, of course, you can get your order in tonight. Oh yes, Faye has glass mantis. I do want to get glass mantis, but I want them to not be in L2. I want them to be bigger.
Yeah. What you need to get your hands on is some mega mantis, please.
I know, I'm really trying, but literally no, it's got any. Has the orchid oof hatched yet? No. I honestly think it's not going to hatch. It's really pushing it now. If it doesn't hatch in the next few days, I'm going to call it a day with it. Obviously,
was that the one you had about the other week?
It looked ready, it looked everything, but the thing is, oofs can darken and trick you, and you think they're going to hatch, even if they're not fertile, because they kind of go the same way. So I honestly think if that doesn't hatch soon, it's probably infertile. It'll sold to me like that. So
you know what mantises would actually be good for if you could get them working in teams. Replacing expandable foam.
Especially the budwings. The budwings are brilliant.
Yeah.
Hi, Sophie. Right, I'm trying to think what I should get out first. Let me see if I can get a violin out.
Oh, somebody's just said they've stood on their flight up. Oh dear.
If anyone's not seen it yet, this is what I've just walked into. ×3. So I question why everyone struggles to hatch flies, because you can see how thick it is. Just with flies on the bottom. So yeah, anyone local, I've got flies. You can catch them yourself. I have got loads of oofs. It's not fertile if anyone wanted them. Hang on, let me grab this violin.
So folks, have you watched the last video again? Well, the one before, the funny one. If you haven't, go have a watch of it. I'm sure most of you have watched it, and I made a plonker out of myself. I've just seen Colin fly past the camera, if you know who Colin is.
Sorry, I've
Oh
got
no,
my...
the hand tat. That was actually, it's really messed up. That hand tat is. I wasn't happy with it after it was done, but what can you do?
What we're reading about? Oh, hand tats.
Yeah.
When you try to pronounce names. What's your favourite Mantis, Andy?
Well, you can ask me to pronounce it, aren't you? I don't even know if I pronounce it right, but Sprod Mantis is my favourites.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I pronounce that right, but yeah.
Hang on.
My first Mantis I ever actually had was Poppy, is it Spacey? African Twig Mantis. He was the first one. I called him Manny the Mantis, and from there the addiction started, honestly.
It's brilliant when you just get your first Mantis and then you have to go from there. I'm trying to catch up. These messages are going far too fast. Oh, that's really brilliant, Chelsea, that it's eating already. I sent Chelsea some fruit flies in a little pot because she forgot to ask what size it was on, and she had a big fruit flies. So I sent her some in a pot, and it's eating it already.
Yeah, I know I probably got both wrong, the species and the scientific name. I don't claim to know if I've got any of them right. It was just a good laugh, it was.
These violins are just a piece of work. Bounce. I think this is one of my girls. I could be wrong. Literally, these are impossible to hold. I don't hold them at all because it's just too stressful. So here's one of my adult violins. And
They are nice though, aren't they?
yes, they are sweet. They're fussy. They only want blue bottles, so I always have to have a lot of them in stock. They never focus the light. They're just like, I'm gonna go everywhere.
Yeah, they just remind me of little puppies, how they jump all the time.
Yeah, they're definitely not a starter Mantis, that's for sure. I'd say this is the thing. I physically can't keep hold of it. It's too stressful to get these out, so I'm going to put it back. So yeah,
Good job you cleaned your ears. We just had shot again inside of the year.
all the things terrible. Yeah, like violins, they're impossible. They're impossible to keep out. Hang on, someone keeps moaning that the live stream ain't working for them. Everyone wanted a fist bid as well, didn't they?
But she has absolutely huge marble fingers now.
Is yours actually friendly? Because mine is not friendly.
Oh God, yeah. She hasn't been at the moment. She's been a bit of a. I'll try and get her out. But she's been a bit moody at the moment.
I just have to get mine out with a stick because otherwise I can't do it.
I know she's attacked me twice. I just put my back of my hand in.
And she's just like, I will eat you.
There you go. Now she's attacking the phone case.
I've got one of my
Yeah, she's already in practice play. There you go.
You got bigger balls than I have getting that out without anything. I've got an easy one though. Look how crazy her crown is as well.
Gone quite dark as well, that one, hasn't it?
Oh, she's jet black. She is. I've got quite a few different colours, but her crown's a lot longer than the most of them. But
yeah, I've never had a jet black one. I've had green and brown, but never seen a jet black one.
Have you ever had a tan? Look how long this hoof is as well. It's not fertile.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. Hang on, I've picked off the comments like a plonker. Not getting very far, am I?
Yeah, I'll pop her back in because I think she's actually getting to lay an hoof soon. Again.
That's the problem. When you get adult females, as brilliant as they are, if you keep handling them around hoof time, that's just going to call it, I'm going to get found. Yes,
this is the first time she's ever done it, to be honest, because they have her out quite a lot.
Yeah.
She usually comes to the front of the glass when she wants to come out. That's
not bad. Do you mean cryptic? So, talking in Latin, I'm just like, is that this name? Oh, that's pretty cool. You got a ginger ghost. Hi, Jeremy. Trying to. All right, that's everyone covered. So let me get one of these fist bids. I'm going to keep pointing the camera that way because no doubt I'll like. Which I don't know what to do. These fist bids are doing really well. I'm trialing keeping them communal at the moment. And 99% of the time it has worked. And they've always got lots. That's the point. I've got use for them houseflies now. That's pretty cool. Hang on. So let's have a look. I'm still questioning if these are parthenogenic or not. Oh god, they're faster. I'll tell you that, they are fast. I've got to try and start sexing these soon, but this is how big mine are now. So they're getting there. They're getting there. I'll have to turn the camera around and do some proper close-up shots soon, but the babies I've been sending out are about half the size of this.
They're such weird ones, aren't they?
Yeah, I love them. I need the backdrop that's like pure white so everyone can see everything properly. But yeah, they're funky little guys. Hi, Nicola. Yes, they're definitely Superman. But this net, I can count at least 15 right now looking at them all. They've all got their own little area. Loads and loads of sticks in there, but they're just like, yeah, this is my area, get out. You can see how fat it is though. They're very well fed, so there's never any problems.
Oh, comical.
Guys, now they are. But if anyone was to get these now, they're all going to be this size because they'll just be out the communal tent. Yeah. They are funny. Hang on. I'm still being moaned at that someone can't see the live, classically. Hang on. If I order, can you send me a big one? Yeah, if you ask me so. I usually hunt the shelves and see. There's another loose sticking set now. I usually hunt the shelves and see if there's any smaller ones before I send bigger ones out. But yeah, if you ask specifically, I can send you a bigger one. Look at this little guy that's I just found wandering about. Every sticking set is getting out this week. It's rather funny. They seem to be getting out of a hole, and I don't know where the hole is. But these are the little sunny ones. Hang on, I just had to approve someone to the group so they'll be able to see.
Yeah, I used to keep a lot of sticking sets about 2 or 3 years ago, probably a bit longer. And I had some really strange ones.
What was the strangest one you had, do you think?
Oh God, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was something PHYL. It was like really large. It was blue. It was all blue.
Like is it Phalix? Phalix?
Yeah, I didn't want to say the name because it sounds really strange.
Yeah, if you pronounce the start of the word right. No, I know what you mean. They're bright blue, and then is it the boys that's bright blue, and then the girls are like really dark brown? Yeah. I'm waiting on a pair of lady to get some.
I had some other ones which were similar to that. I can't remember the name, so long ago, and they got like white stripes on them. They were quite chunky.
Yeah, same as these. These are the name is Sunny for these. I think there's some Gaia or something. I cannot pronounce it. But yeah, that's one of the babies. I'll pop it back in a second. I can't remember if it's a lowland form or Highland form, whatever the guy told me, but they have got a bright white stripe down the middle of them. So they're pretty cool, but they're in my own collection.
And then I've obviously had black beauties, but when I zoomed in on them with the camera, have you ever seen them when they've been zoomed in with a macro camera? They look like, when you get the cherry lip sweets.
I can imagine. How.
Stuck on the mouth. It's ever so strange.
Oh gosh, I can really imagine that. Any chance of seeing a panther or Peruvian? Yeah, I can do that, not a problem.
No, sticking sets don't hatch very quickly.
Unless you get Indians, they can hatch within a month.
Yeah, but most of them, if they're fertile, I think it's about 6 months, but some can take about 12 months. Some I found what was good with them as well. Don't know if you use it, Claire. As I started putting mine in sand because it stops any mold or anything like that.
That makes a lot more sense because I was toying with the idea of using perlite or vermiculite again, but I remembered how dusty it was just with the reptiles alone. So I might try sand actually because I really struggle keeping on top of them because it's so hot in here. I can spray them when they're dried within an hour, which is just like it's not helpful for the gigantums. But some sticking sets can hatch within 4 months as well, but it completely depends on which one. These are about 4 to 6 months, up to 9 months for some of them, because these are parfo as well. But obviously, if the male's involved, they can always do it faster, can't they?
Yeah, my New Guinea ones took 10 months hatch.
Yeah, must have just been girls.
No, we had boys in there as well, but just don't think you'd before me.
I have to say, didn't they do the job? Oh, Malaysians are funny how they have their own characters, that's for sure. Let me grab the panther.
Yes, Lord, they are Pokemon Mantises, or you've got to catch them all, but have them all, I suppose.
Oh. Hang on. This is when where did Claire put the panther mantis? And she does not know. They're here somewhere. So I've just trashed my room to get this the setup. So she is here somewhere. It's the question of where is she? What was the other mantis someone asked for?
Not sure.
I really can't see her. I did just have her a few lives ago, though. It's embarrassing not knowing my own mantis, isn't it? Where did she go? I wonder. Oh, I think she's under the table. Hang on. Hang on. Is she here? Yeah, I've got her. I've got her. I can get a Vietnamese out yet. Yeah, the Labata are pretty cool. So I have got her. I've got her. She was on the table still.
We've had a few questions. I can't hardly read them because it's so small on mine. I can see them coming up.
Do either of you have Madagascan adults? Yes, I do. They'll fly out the window if I get them out. That's what happened. That's what happened.
No, I've dumbed my side down because this full section, which you can't see here, I'm literally taking all that out and putting scaffolding boards in, which I'm doing all up and having about 3 sections in, so I should be able to fit about, I've worked it out about 32 tanks in, something like that. So, and it's pretty warm up that. It's always around about 25 degrees up there, so unless it's somewhere Pacific that needs a lot of heat, I can use one of the exo hoods, bulbs, like, you know, and Irish up and down, so that's me aim.
Here we go. Look how fast she is there, Harriet.
I never got on with them, I didn't.
She's definitely due to lay an oof, but I did get a boyfriend arrive for her, but he just arrived dead, so that's that breeding project gone. So I think I might have another boy arriving. Don't you dare start eating my hand. I might have another boy arriving next week, so fingers crossed. Look how cute she is. We haven't lost.
They are great for photos. The colours on them and that.
She's so sweet. She's so sweet. But yeah, I do have. Yeah, she's just at an XL locust a few days ago, but she is very much due a oof. I am due 40 babies on Tuesday. So if anyone wants a panther, then we should have some ready by Friday. Because I always give them a good few days to settle in. But she's a sweetheart until she starts to try and nibble my finger. Fantastic. She's really fantastic. She never moves. She is stunning, isn't she? I'll get everyone back out soon, and then we'll do a proper like close up for everyone. But you can just about see. Yes, it is a panther. They're relatively easy when they're a little bit bigger to sex. And Harriet, yeah, I can get yours out. I haven't even got them out yet of the box. Harriet dropped over at one of the shops some boy mantis for me earlier on today, and I opened them yet. I'm so behind. I haven't had a mantis fly out the window yet, so I've had other things, but not a mantis yet. I say yeah. I say yeah. It's going to happen, isn't it? These panthers, they're very, very relatively easy care-wise. This one, she probably sits at about 26, 27. She's happy at that. She's happy at that. And I give her one good spray a day. And other than that, she doesn't really want much other than a stick.
To be honest, you can get a lot of species what around that mark, can't you? About 25, 26, and that's like the sweet spot. Obviously, there is some that need higher, but it's kind of a sweet spot I found. That's why I always mention it to people, because if you can get that temperature, obviously,
you can have loads of mantis. Yeah, that's it. That's why I like how I've got 2 different rooms at the moment. I've got like the coolest part of the room, then like a mid-range, and then a hot room. And she's like in the mid-range of it, because there is some shield mantis that's like at 23, 24. But other than that, she just sits in the mid-range, and she's more than happy. She's a really good mantis. And she just takes the food. You see how big she is. She just takes the food so well. But yeah, ever so simple. Ever so simple. You could probably have these as a beginner mantis as long as you got the temperature right, I'd say.
I've got a Peruvian deadleaf mantis, but it's only tiny. Somebody's just been asking if they can see a Peruvian. Look, come off again.
So message me and we'll sort that out. Oh God, losing spiders in your rooms. I did that a few weeks ago. I didn't realise. Someone sent me a what's the word called? One of them enclosures that's being made a bit fancy, what do I want to call it? I didn't realise there was a gap. So I didn't realise where they glued something on. There was a gap, and this fat little Bahamas got out of this hole. And I found it must have been a few days later, because I'd done them 2 days before, and it was due the next day. And I just found sitting on a box, just like, you know what, just sitting there eating a fly. I'm like, what are you doing? So she's really good, and I got her back in the pot. It was just like, I'm glad my partner didn't find that, else I don't have to go.
It's happened with mine. Obviously, on the exo-tellers, the small ones.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all of them have got them vents where you can close it back, which I never knew. And he got out of there, but he was behind the bookcase. I found him.
Not too bad. It's when they're tiny, tiny dots that you just lose them, and then it's like, shit, I can't find this. Oh god, talking about escapes, I've got the Fizbig cage open, and they're all just lined up at the front. Getting. That's what I want. Them all jumping on my face, don't they? Move. I'm trying to think. They're all the Peruvians are due to molt this week, so you might have to get yours out.
Mine's tiny. I think he's due molt himself.
They all sync up, don't they? They all tend to sync. But yeah, looking at mine, they're all hanging like they're going to. They do. How big do spoods get? Generally, if it's a jumping spider, probably, would you agree the same, about the size of a bumblebee? If a little bit smaller.
The females get big. It depends on the species, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see that.
No, he's stinker. Mine's smaller than that. Like, I have got some adults, but they are in molt pose. But the other ones, you won't be able to see them because they're probably about L3, L4.
But I did do a video on it if you go on my YouTube channel, and there is some close-ups of him.
Yes. And is he eating a locust?
He is, yes. He, she, I keep saying.
I think it's a he. I was looking before. I think it's a he. I searched and I couldn't find a girl, and I'm like, I'm sure this is a boy.
Try and not trap his leg now.
Yeah. What's care like for Fizbids? They're still relatively new to the hobby, so I keep them like an African. So I'll keep them at about 26. Drop it down. You can drop it down to as low as 18 overnight, but I tried to stay about 20. And you can spray them every other day. You can spray them every day. I play with both, and honestly, they don't care. They're in a big mesh cage, though. They do tend to like ventilation. I've noticed, a bit like a woodwing. But yeah, I've not lost one at all. Touch wood. They're just simple. They're simple, hardy little things, and as long as they can catch something in the raptors, they're easy peasy. They really are.
My unluckiest one has always been the Indian flower mantis.
Unluckiest.
Unluckiest. I've had 3 of them, and everyone's had miss molt.
They like more humidity, though, don't they? Is that me saying?
A lot of ventilation as well, and I did everything right, but everyone had a miss molt, and it was always in the night when I wasn't there. Dropped.
Like, I've got 2 here, and I'm keeping them the same as the Malaysians, and they're all right so far. But yeah, you know, like when you've got so many and you just feed them and don't really like notice what you're feeding. You're just like, do you look healthy? Yes. So I'm like, right. I completely forget if I fed them or not that week, even though I know they have because they've been in the pile. But yeah, they're okay. Are you going off records of molting, or just signs that they're close? When I had between like 10 and 30 mantis, yes, I'd keep records. When you get to 500 mantis, no, I don't keep records. I visual. I have feelings. I'm like, yeah, like if they're all the same clutch as well, as soon as I see the first one start, I'm like, right, they're all going to go. Put them in molting zone, kind of keep an eye on them, and try not to post them out. And if I do post the first one out, you're not late to the party, Shona, don't worry. Can you get a lion mantis on an adult one?
The giant African lined one he had off you, that's getting pretty pudgy now.
They are all absolutely brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're just happy little things.
And they're just so greedy as well. They're like budwings. They'll just eat anything you put in. You have to be very careful not to overfeed them.
They will literally burst if you let them, won't they?
Yeah.
I'm catching up with the comments. Yeah, I've actually got an African lion at my feet. This girl likes my fingers though. Like, I don't know what is with adult females. They just see me as a feeding.
Which one's it? Which one's this? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
African lined. I don't know if I don't know if I dare offer my hand up. Let's use a bit. I know I'm a bit chicken tonight, but it's because these girls have attacked me so many times. This girl hasn't mated yet. She's nearly many a time. This girl's got quite bad eye rub though, because she come with it. She, you know, in the cricket tub where they've got the grated bit where it's like pointing on the inside, that wasn't covered up, so she's done that to herself in the post. But African lions really nice. They've got beautiful coloured raptors. They're pretty simple, but they're a bit smaller than a giant Asian. But they're a good starter mantis, I would say. Real good starter mantis. And they've got a beautiful little, can't really see, beautiful little spot on the back.
Yeah.
My mate's got two, but she just seems to have one.
Yeah, I had one with a white spot on its back, but that was the Viridius. That was.
Mm. It's amazing how they all look so similar, but they're all so different as well.
I did have a blue flash one once, but I think it was sold as a blue flash and it wasn't.
I remember seeing them for a while and then they just like disappeared.
Yeah.
Didn't they? Oh, that's good. That's good. You got casters. Yes, if this girl's still alive, yes, I will. But talking about this, we all go on about the Fispids are probably the most unloved. These are now the most unloved on the website. I must be sitting on at least 10 to 15 of L6, L7 of these, and then I've just had another 55 turn up. So yeah, you should get one of these this week if you're thinking about a new mantis.
I think people should have them. It's surprising how good they are, you know.
Yeah. They're absolutely brilliant. Like if you keep up handling and you know, they don't turn grumpy, they're fine. When you get them already as adults, it's only kind of been kept as breeders, and they're grumpy like her, you're never going to get anywhere. But if you really keep up with the handling, they're usually spot on, aren't they? Like an Asian.
Yeah.
I'll sneak a few more in, says Anya. No, they are sweet. They are sweet. I get the boy out, but he's flappy as hell.
I wouldn't worry about yours hasn't molted, Jerry. It'll molt when it's time. I wouldn't worry about that.
They
When
just
it's time, they'll molt.
scare you, don't they? They just scare you. Same with ghosts, isn't it? Oh, Faye wants some. Or just message me if anyone wants any. But they are on the website, but I don't think there's photos on it.
Yes, I prefer the bigger species as well. There is some smaller species I do like, but obviously spiny flower is one of my favourite smaller species. They're so aggressive, aren't they? You know what I mean? For the size. But there's some little mantises I'd never have again. Like I mentioned before, the boxer mantis was just ridiculous. I couldn't believe how that thing just attacked you every time you went near it.
They're like a miniature budwing, aren't they?
The little moss mantises are cool. I've had some of them as well. They're quite interesting.
African lined, Angela. If I had the room. Yes, I'll have to do. I keep thinking of doing dedicated weeks just all about a particular mantis, and then like reveal a fact or reveal something every day about them, because it's nice to kind of learn a bit more about mantis, isn't it? Because there's so much to learn about particular ones. Some of them are very samey though. You
could do some on your Facebook page. I don't know if you've done it. You can put files in, can't you?
Yeah.
Downloadable files.
I was going to add the giant Asian care sheet. Like I've got all the care sheets on the go, but you know when you haven't got the time.
Can you do pictured ones? You know.
I don't know. Possibly. There
is
an
app. I can design them if you need. It's dead easy.
That'd be really good. Even if it's just like a downloadable, printable thing, I think you can. I think in one of the other groups you can download it, so it can be whatever you want. It's just like a Word document, so it'd be cool. I've got the information. It's just, you know, like making it pretty. I'm rubbish at it. Oh, that's lovely, Susanna. Hang on. Yeah, it's funny how everyone's got all different experiences with mantis. Like some of us will say they're the tamest little things on earth, and then others will say no, evil sods, don't go near them. But I'm just thinking, trying to think who else is the most aggressive this week. I definitely think it's the budwing this week that doesn't like me the most.
Yeah, my son started with stick and sex. He was absolutely frightened of all bugs, so we started him off with stick and sex. Then we moved him on to little mantises because he was frightened of spiders, and then he held jumping spiders. And it was one of the first videos I did on YouTube, so it's quite an achievement for him, to be honest.
It is lovely when they kind of get into something that was really scared about, and then they just love them afterwards.
Yeah.
Getting spiny out. See if it's in the mood. This is one of the future breeding males, actually. Just trying to catch up. Yeah, that's it. It's saying enclosure sizes as well. Look how offended this spiny is to me. Can't really focus.
I can see, yeah.
Offended. You know what? Let me set this tent up so everyone can see close-ups of these mantis. Because trying to show them via your hand doesn't work, does it? Hang on. I've got a million tanks in the way. Oh, this is when I've got too many big tanks in the way. I'll get a proper zone set up where I'll get like 2 different cameras so you can see everything.
I know I'm starting my custom tank tomorrow. Me safe black silicon seals come with me cocoa fibre, so I've got to carry on doing that tank.
Oh, that'll be fun. Hang on. Oh God, hang on. I have to take this a bit. Twist around. You know when you've got so many lights, you need to get them all in one place. Oh, hang on. We're getting there. We'll have some close-ups, eh? For a bit instead of my face. It's always a good thing.
You don't have, somebody just mentioned about a camera. You don't have to spend expensive on them. You can get clip-on macro lenses on your phones as well, which I used to use before, and it probably costs about £10 for eBay. There's one option.
That's not bad. Someone's going to have to link me to one. Right, I don't know if this is going to work. The problem is, hang on. The problem is when I do live streams and it's not me on them, like starting them, it doesn't let me zoom in. There we go. Here's the world's most offended Spiny. No.
You can tell with the antennae.
Yeah.
It looks vexed.
Well, that one's not far off molting. That's due. Well, that's one of the future males. Angry is. You gonna show off? You gonna show off? He's like, no, I'm not gonna show off. But yeah, they're beautiful little things. This one's very, very white.
Oh yeah, it's getting offended now. You can tell.
Like, I will buy 2. Yeah, I can never make them offended unless I'm packing them up. Is my finger edible? It's a shame there's Colin not about. You could have a go at Colin. Yeah, aren't many people we can upset. We are going to get hashtag Colin sticker as well now, you know. Just for laws. He is a moody boy.
Yeah, if you want a more professional camera, get yourself a bridge camera.
I definitely
start off with. It's alright, somebody's just commented saying they've already got a clip-on lens. I just use a bridge camera and the Raynox lenses, that's what I use.
I wouldn't dare kind of click anything on this camera at the moment. Hang on. I'll turn my volume back on so I can't hear anything.
We're invited again. Festive, haven't we? I think you must have knocked the phone off.
I completely froze. Oh dear. No, you know when you turn your camera around and then it just completely freaks out. Everyone's laughing at me. No, it just freaked out then. It didn't want me to do anything. Hang on. I'm gonna have to turn it around. It's not like
I used to do drawing years ago, Laura. I actually went to uni for it, and it's something I can't do anymore. I pick up a pencil and everything I try to draw is just like cartoons, and I've done some really amazing drawings that I've still got. Not of mantises, wildlife, and I just can't draw no more. I suppose it's practice, isn't it? You have to keep practicing.
It's like forgetting how to ride a bike, isn't it? You have to relearn it almost, don't you? Let me just try and catch up with the comments. Yeah, it's one of them things, isn't it? God, this camera setup is so bad. My finger's about to fall off. You might see the floor. You might see the floor in a minute. Oh, I'm sure it's not that bad, Harriet. That's broken now. That's just like, that's ready to, it's literally ready to snap off. No, I can't ride a bike either, don't worry. Don't worry.
Somebody's just said, I'm just lazy and addicted to games. What games to play? You don't play Warzone, do you? I play a lot of Warzone. I mean, when I come off the live stream, I'm going on Warzone.
My bad, I'm going to say I don't know what Warzone is.
Oh, it's great. You don't know what it messes you.
I used to play like a really silly game. Like, you know, when you're like 12 and I'm really broke this. When you're like 12 and you've got nothing else better to do, a game called Trivia, and I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that. This was like a good 12 years ago. Well, that's the best I ever used to do. Yeah, I'm not touching my camera anymore. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Is this part of the thing? Part of the game?
Yeah, getting sent to the gulag. Oh yeah.
I have no clue what you're on about. It sounds like an ice cream. That's so pretty useless. It sounds like an ice cream to me. Oh gosh. Yeah, Trivian has asked that literally. That's when I had time last to play games. Was literally that many years ago.
I'm on Xbox. I'm on Xbox, and I play it on my projector upstairs. And sometimes when my wife's next to me, try and go to sleep, she has to turn press when I'm raging.
I know what Call of Duty is. My brother used to play with that. I've got the world's most offended girl Mantis here. I'm looking for a stick.
They are fascinating, aren't they?
I do love them. They are such slow growers, and I don't, unless I get hold of an adult male, I don't think I'm going to be able to breed these this time. Just because my male is so far behind, you know how long they take.
Yeah.
They're just, she's more than ready to breed now, but she's a funny sod. Here we go. You see some of the colours this month. A lot of the comments have just turned into what games everyone plays. Battlefield. But yeah, she's so big. Everyone doesn't realise how big these actually are.
Yeah.
They're impressive. They're bigger than an African lion. Quite moody. I'd say these more of an intermediate mantis, even though it's the same care as ghosts, pretty much. They're full. Look at them moving ahead like a chicken.
They do remind me of a cross between a ghost and a deadleaf mantis.
Yes, especially for all the coloration they've got on the back.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
Well, mine actually molted last week. So.
Was it all successful and happy?
What's that? Sorry.
Is that all successful molting wise?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. She fell on her final molt, and then I had loads of little sticks on the floor. I didn't take out of her enclosure in time, and she got her head like wedged underneath it, and then her legs on top. So I had to cut the sticks off her. Thankfully, I walked in just as she's done it, and then she was a bit bent. I don't know if she's still a little bit bent, but she's all right now. But I thought I was going to lose her for the first 2 weeks. Chicken had stability.
I was just waving back to Luke there because he waved. Could have just done it like that, couldn't it? It would have been easy.
Yeah, it would have been. Are you thinking about working with some glass mantis? Possibly, but you know what? The smaller the mantises and the more delicate and the more time you need to put on with them, it kind of, as much as I want to, it puts me off because you just know how I've got so much stuff going on. If they're not big brutal mantis like this, I don't tend to go towards them. If I'm asked lots, I will do it, but I prefer to work with chunky things like this. If you miss a night, it's not going to kill them. Basically, what I'm saying.
I can't wait for Get All to One just for macro, just for getting real close-up videos of seeing the food going down and photos of it because it's going to be pretty impressive.
It's amazing how you can see through them, never alone everything else. Like even just looking at these mantis, how they've got all the different bits and bobs to them. It's not the right word, but you know what I mean. Just all the different parts of them. It's just amazing how they've adapted to this.
Well, I suppose it's a form of camouflage in a way for its surroundings, isn't it? That's what it'll be.
I'd love to know why this one's got orange and black stripes on it though, unless it's trying to say I'm dangerous, I'm a wasp or something. It's
like is it the double shield or the giant shield mantis, the one that more or less looks like it's walking on all fours all the time. When you watch some videos on them, and they're looking from the top and on them giant leaves, you can't hardly tell, can you? So
they're amazing. Can't wait to see Simon's dragons. Yes, I'm really looking forward to them because he's got a few.
Oh yeah.
I think everyone's just waiting. The whole community in the UK is just like hatch.
Yeah.
Hatch already. That would be cool. I'm sure we'll all know when they hatch. That'll definitely be worth it. Where are you going?
He needs to do a TikTok video on that.
You're getting obsessed with TikTok, aren't you?
I haven't done any videos on it yet. I tend to just watch it, but I do need to do more videos. I do.
It's just having the time to make content, isn't it? And then trying to understand how to edit on there, which I don't. There'll just be a whole load of new videos where they've got a new section I've found. It's just like, and then I've noticed you can't duet with someone unless you're doing it live then, so you can't upload an old video. So it's like, this isn't helpful.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
I tell you what somebody, his son told me the other day, what was quite interesting. He says, because he come round and he recorded a video with me, and he didn't realise how much actually goes into it. And he says, why don't you do like a behind the scenes recording, like what you actually have to do? And I was like, I don't know if people would be interested in that. I don't know if they actually would.
Some people will. I think a lot of people just think you just film a video and then that's it. Like I used to do YouTube properly when I was a teenager, and I'd be spending 8+ hours on a silly video that's only 5 minutes long. It's like, how is it taking this long to do something that's pathetically edited?
Somebody's just said I refuse to acknowledge TikTok.
I don't blame you. I got obsessed with something called Stephen the Seagull last night, where someone's feeding a seagull out his window, and it's like day 51. I'm like,
Yeah, I know which one you're on about. Yeah.
I need to catch up on that tonight.
It is good. There is some videos on there that are hilarious.
Like
I've seen somebody doing one with a jumping spider one, and it's got such a cute little kid's voice saying, "I've got a fly in my mouth. I've got another one," and it's dead cute.
So how did he do that voice? It's amazing. It's amazing. Sophie says I'm obsessed with TikTok. And you're not too old. My mum's 60 and she's on it. She loves it. She finds all the recipe sections. She makes all the recipes off there. She does a really good job.
Well, have you seen what YouTube have done? I sent you the link to it. They've done something called YouTube Shorts, and I'm pretty sure that's trying to take over TikTok. That's what they're trying to do, isn't it? That's pretty much what they're doing.
It is funny how everyone kind of changes it. Just trying to catch it. I only feed seagulls if they dance for me. Does that happen very often? I ain't seen a seagull in ages. Oh gosh.
They do the tap dancing, yeah. I've seen somebody do a video on that as well, like tapping on the floor, yeah.
They're funny. Let me pop her back before she gets too hot. It's just hot under these lights.
Well, we want to see the stick insects, the nice glitching ones.
Yeah, I got them under the table. I got everything under the table.
They're my faves, they are.
Yeah, Instagram. Let me see if I'm grabbing my feet. Yeah, Instagram's got loads of shorts. I discovered that yesterday. I panicked the other day when you said you was live streaming on Instagram. That was a good live stream until it kicked us out after an hour. They don't seem to like longer than an hour live streams. Hang on. These are quite hungry today. The thing with McClays, everyone's got to realise, is these will eat you out of house and home with bramble. They don't stop, do they? They just want and want and want and want and want, and then when you think you've finished them, you turn around and they've ate it all. Yeah.
I need boxing to get them sent out next week as well.
Have to get it sorted. Have you got black beauties? Yes, and I've got eggs as well. I'm not getting black beauties because I value my eyes.
Yeah, it can be a bit. I don't know if it affects everybody, does it, with that?
It's very potent for me. I struggle dealing with it. But yeah, they can to a point, not for everyone. They can temporarily blind you, like a really real push. Yeah. But I never advise them for kids. More like adults, keeping them at
just make sure you wash your hands after handling.
There's messages coming through on the website. What are black beauties? I'm gonna have to get some out, aren't I?
Yeah, very unusual. Very, very unusual.
Black beauties.
They also look like they're made of velvet, and then they've got these little tiny wings at the back.
Yeah, and then
tiny, and then they have big red lips as well and weird eyes, like they've got googly eyes.
So black beauties, they usually like privet the most. They can eat ivy. Mine's always been a bit funny, but I always keep them really on bramble. It's just easier.
Yeah.
It's easy to keep them on. But yeah, the black beauties, people tend to say don't keep them with other stick insects. I ain't got any goggles. Don't keep them with other stick insects just in case if they spray their nasty juices on other ones, it can upset them.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, Angela. There was ever so tiny. Oh yes, the assassin bugs. I remember I got one and then I had 50 and I'm like, where did these come from? And yeah, I had to get rid of them in the end because it was so potent when you just like, when you walk outside and pollen hits your face. These just, it's horrible.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking into. So what I'm looking into at the moment, getting some assassin bugs. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
They're cool, yeah, but when they breed, you get end up with hundreds and no one wants them. You've missed out, Anya. All the ones that spare have already been sold. There's 2 left that's got Andy's name on them, and then the 4 is mine. I paid everybody else for. But yeah, they went within like half an hour. They did. Oh, the eggs will hatch soon. They're slowly starting to hatch here. Oh, that's good, Susanna. I've cleared 2 miles of bramble over winter here, and I'm really having to struggle. Like the fresh bramble's finally nearly ready now, but no one's going to be able to pick blackberries this year around here because I've cleared it up. I got ever so excited though because I go down a bridle path, so the the horse riders clearly take clippers out with them, and when the bramble's really high up where I can't reach it anymore, they've been trimming it off at the top that's hitting them in the face and laying it on the floor, and I just go along with that. That's mine, thank you. Because I go every day, I always get it fresh. Do I need to mist my stick and sets and leaf and sets? Yes. Yes, the leaf and sets, because you've got the gigantum, I do it twice a day, and the other one's just once a day. The gigantum really like humidity, and they will mismalt very bad if they haven't got it humid enough.
James, I can do a video now on my YouTube channel if you want, because my son's having a small ectoterror off me, and it actually needs replanting, so I could probably do a video on that, because I've let it grow a bit wild, because it's had jumping spiders in originally. It needs just taking all out and restarting again.
Yeah, it can overgrow.
So I could probably do a video on that for you, because it is really simple. It is. It's so simple.
It's just like a lot of people overcomplicate it, but it's just easy peasy, isn't it?
It's getting the right plants as well. It's getting the right plants. I used the wrong plant in it. I used the Wandering Jew, and it just absolutely takes over. I mean, it grows over into the other pots and then roots into them as well. And it's just like.
I did that with a dart frog tank. I thought I was being clever, bringing a little sprog home from work, put it in. I think it was less than 6 months, and it literally raised to the roof. And I couldn't find the dart frogs anymore, so I had to just rip it all out because it just spread so fast. At least pop off slower.
Exo 10 is a good tank. They are good tanks if you can mod them and that. They're really good. You can see I use one in the background, but that one's going. I've got one I'm actually doing up at the moment. Like I say, it's been a project for a year. The need just getting done. I've just ordered the silicon seal ready, do the other sides, and then it should be done. But that's hopefully for me bigger mantises, so they're going.
Fingers crossed you'll get there before they get to adult.
To be honest, I didn't have a bioactive setup for my moss mantises, so it's entirely up to you.
I haven't at the moment. They're fine. As long as you spray them once a day, they're fine.
Yeah.
Noticed. I love this one. She's so pretty. This one's mine, Andy. You can have the smaller ones. Yours want to grow. They are beautiful. I can't wait to see these because they will turn green as adult. They won't keep this colour. All the adult females turn green, but it's still cool to have a green lithium. Wow.
Well, I've just got to wait for that enclosure come yet. The pull hook one. I mean, I've got some of the pop-up ones any case, so I've got plenty of them. You can go in them temporary.
These are just in a converted, Veriplast at the moment. I do need to upgrade them, but you know, like when you're waiting for things to kind of upgrade, they're just in a temporary house. Here's one of yours. Still a good size for a camera.
Yeah, they just taste. They remind me of like something out of Transformers.
At least you've got a lot of growing with these as well, so you can see how well they do. I'm not giving it a kiss. You just want me to kiss everything. You always says on every live kiss it. I'm not kissing it.
She's got kissed the African lion one. She's just had out earlier.
Imagine I kiss the panther. What do I need to do when they lay eggs? If you go on the website and you go in stick insect eggs or phasmid eggs, whatever I put them under, on the Maclay section, if you go under there, there's like an in-depth, I went too crazy, detailed care guide on how to look after the eggs and how to look after the nymphs when they first hatch for the first few months or even lifetime. I can't remember.
And then some stick insects, you have to distinguish which ones are poo and which ones not.
At least with the Maclays, it's like little marbles rolling around the tank.
But they look like they've got little seed heads on the top of the eggs, don't they?
Yes.
Like little acorn tops is the best way to explain them.
I love them. I noticed my ties last night. I spent the whole of last night cleaning the stick insects and feeding them, and I think I was there for about 4 hours in the end, and I had to give up because I still had about 6 left. I was like, I can't do the rest tonight. And the ties, how they have like a brownie marble egg, they've started to lay just jet black as well. And I'm like, is this poo or egg? And I zoomed in, it's definitely an egg. I'm like, you girls are weird. I don't know what you're doing.
Well, the New Guinea ones, I was doing that because the only way you could check between them is they obviously look like they've got little stripes on. And they just look like poos, most of them did.
Especially when you keep them in soil and when you let them really lay them and they get a bit damp. And then you really struggle to figure out if it's poo or egg.
Yeah, I wouldn't kiss pet transfers as well.
You know, someone come in the shop once and did that to something, like we say don't handle them. So they brought their own one in one day and just kissed it and put it on their face. It's just like, we're not responsible when you lose your eye.
Yeah.
It's going to happen.
I hope he's one of the lads back. Just come in.
It's an early night then. It's an early night.
Quite late actually for him.
Not bad. Would anyone else need to get out any stick insects or leaf insects or prey mantis as well while I'm here? There's plenty. The leaf insects have got really big as well this week. I'm quite excited. But I think I'm on my last 10 now that's available, and then that'll be it for a while. Camera at a Black Beauty. I'll get one out.
This is going to be when the game thinks she's crying and she's not.
Onions. Hang on, put you there. Oh, I just stepped in a plug. Oh, okay.
Harriet's just asked if you can show hers.
Yes, I'll grab hers in a second.
Yeah, they're really strange, these ones are. If you've never had Black Beauties before, if you have got your macro lenses or you've got decent phones, zoom in on them, because like I say, they look like they've got cherry lips. They're sweet, they look like them. They're really strange when you zoom in.
Prosthetic lips.
Yeah, they look like they've had them injections done on the lips and painted red.
That, yeah.
I think it's because they're so jet black as well. I think that's what it is.
I'm having a love fest here.
Oh God, yeah.
They're already spraying. They're already spraying the little sod that's burning my nose.
I don't think you've told them your secret, have you, to how you get everything breeding? You play Barry White in the background, don't you?
You don't have to do anything with these. I've got a cheeky Indian in there as well. There's always a cheeky Indian in every tank.
I know a lot of people will breed the Indian stick insects for chameleons.
We did that. Yeah, we do that. We have an awful lot dumped at work, so we'll just always feed them on bramble and the praying mantis. Leave as evil as it is, I will treat my praying mantis to an Indian stick insect every so many months, and they absolutely love it, especially the budweiser.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people will just breed them for that, and as long as you feed them on don't feed them on privet, feed them on bramble, they're absolutely fine. They're a good staple feeder. Here's one that's annoyed and sprayed at me. Here's another one that's annoyed and sprayed at me. There's the duck lips.
There you go, there they are.
I think I posted some close-up photos of these before, but yeah, they're interesting. But my nose is like on fire right now, so I'm going to put these back.
It's up to you, Angela. A lot of people won't handle them because, like what Claire said, it can really irritate your eyes. I used to wash my hands. I've never had an issue with them, but like I say, a few people who've come round had issues with them with their eyes and stuff like that. So yeah, just be a bit careful. Try to wash your hands, keep them away from your face.
God, put candles on.
Or just get some goggles.
And a nose peg. I'm going to just go grab Harriet, so they're all downstairs still. Yeah, if it's better not to. Like, you can if they just generally just walk out on you, but as soon as you see them wings go up, don't do it. Because they're just like, I'm angry, I will get you. Let me pop them back and I'll get Harriet. 2 seconds.
Yeah, get yourself some goggles and a nose peg, Angela, if you want to handle and wash your hands after. I was lucky enough not to have any irritation off them, but somebody else who handled them, it was as if they'd wiped chili in their eyes. They went really red, swollen. So you have to be careful with them. It's the same with the New Guinea ones. I don't know if you've ever seen them, they're quite big. The male's got an actual thorn, which is about a quarter of an inch, I'd say. And the power they've got on the legs, you can actually pierce your fingers straight through. They're absolutely beastie ones, they're really powerful. But they just look like giant poo with legs, is the best way to explain them. I used to have a Goliath bird eating spider years and years ago, and I used to keep them. Something I can't keep no more. One, my wife wouldn't tolerate it, and I just don't like them myself now. And just when they bolt, I'd run.
I'm back.
Nature is amazing, yes.
I'm so unprepared. I've not even opened them. I've even got the locust that works thrown at me. I'm like, run out of food again. Feed me. I've not opened them yet, Harriet. To be honest, it's always better to leave them, open the box, but always leave them at room temperature for quite a few hours. This is when I can't open them. Let's talk about a live unboxing, eh? The eggs will hatch, Angela, it just takes time. I'm in.
So what's this you're opening now, Claire?
Labata male that was originally one of my babies, and I think, yeah, it looks like a Malaysian male. Wish I had spare, because I've got very needy ladies. So there's a boy. We all know what they're like, so I'm not going to get them out. Look how offended he is. Just his face is just like.
You can tell straight away, can't you? It's always, you know, when it reminds me of when you see cats do it when they put the ears back and they go.
Hey, oh, funny. Hang on, let me put him there. And then I think that might be a male, but we'll soon have a play later. It probably is a girl, to be honest, but we'll see. But we've got a use for everything here, so yeah. Thank you very much, Harriet. We'll have a play later with them. I was just thinking I should get a Thai stick insect app because not many people have seen them, and they're just like, they're out of this world, aren't they? They're cool. They're cool. Let me grab them. Hang on.
It's a shame we couldn't do a voiceover on this with David Attenborough's voice, wouldn't it? That'd be quite cool. She's gone off into her collection now. She's gone all hide the gold bars and get some mantises out. So comment below what mantises have all you got there. You don't have to put them all down, but what's your favourite mantis, what you've got at the moment or what you've had?
You know what I want to do with a group? Always Colin just appeared. I saw a video on Instagram where everyone just got like a praying mantis or a stick insect, and then like they pass it like that way, and then it's edited to someone else pulling it in and like a different one. And like we need to get it on the group. Like how long could we get it going for? I'd really enjoy that. Here is a Thai stick insect. If anyone wants to know what these look like, this is an adult female, and they're so fun. They're like giant daddy long legs. These are one of my favourites, these are.
Yeah, definitely unusual, they are.
They've got, I don't know if we had to zoom in either. They've got right funky little faces as well. A bit like not like the Black Beauties, but they've got like a duck face, but in brown duck face kind of thing. They're pretty cool favourites.
You went really slow and then really fast then. I don't know if your connection went a bit bad.
The connection's awful in this village.
Do you know what the front legs look like on that? Is it the whip scorpions, a bit like them? Or is it the vinaigrettes? I'm not sure what they're called. Vinaigrettes. I'm saying vinaigrettes. Vinegaroons. See, vinaigrettes. I'm doing it again. I'm thinking because my lad works in the chippy, that's what I'm thinking. Vinaigrette.
Can't blame me thinking of food. No, they are great fun. There is eggs available of these now. I don't know if I put them on the website or not. But they're only like...
Shone has just commented with one. I was trying to think what one of them was. I had one ages ago. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because I'll sound like an idiot. But I had one of them, and the markings on them, I absolutely loved them. But unluckily, I got a male. But still, it was pretty cool. But it used to fly around the kitchen.
They are sweet, aren't they? I'm trying to think if I've got any left. I think I've sold out of them now.
No, I think it was a vinegaroon. That's it. Yeah, I think they are.
The vinegaroons are freaky. No.
I'm not sure if it is the vinegaroon or the whip one, but they've got like, might have been a spider, might be right, but they've got really long fronts to them.
I'm sure that's the whip scorpions. I think vinegaroons are tiny little stubby things.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
So it's
and then the vinegaroon's got just like what looks like a long needly kind of thing, haven't they?
Yeah.
But again, I'm confused.
They all look the same. They all look the same to a point. My favourite was a violin from an enjoyment factor, but yes, it was hard. Yeah.
Yeah, violins. I've had a few of them. I don't think it's some. I will get some more because obviously it's good to do videos on them on the YouTube channel. I've still because I had a lot of mantises. I was having a lot of mantises about 5 years ago, and obviously I was still starting. I'm still learning now. Like there's still stuff I'm learning now. But I wish I had started my journey then. But I'm still kind of in a journey, so it's nice because I'm still learning, and it's nice to go through that. and then you can look back on it. Because when I did my first videos, I've watched a few of them back, and I was so nervous. I can see it, and it's like I watch them back now, the ones I do now, and I'm a bit more comfortable with it, and I'm having fun. So
Yeah,
I enjoy it a bit more now.
With it all, that's for sure. I guess everyone's learning every single day. No one knows everything of anything.
No.
Just the part of the fun. I've just noticed she's got one leg shorter than the other. She must have lost that, and then it's regrown, and it didn't really all grow all the way.
I bet Emma do good in them pool hut enclosures, wouldn't they?
Yeah, these aren't in them because I couldn't afford it. But you know, just a standard 60x40x40 mesh enclosures. This is all they're in. And the TikTok video I did last night, these are plonkers. They all just group in one corner on top of each other. They're brilliant though. They're brilliant. Aren't you? Where are you going?
I think they are good pets for kids, though. I do. These sets, really good.
I think if you're not going to start with an Indian, start with a Thai, and they're fantastic. They're absolutely fantastic little guys. And they don't lay crazy amount of eggs. They do, but not as bad as the Indians do. You want my hand? Should I kiss, please? But no, these are definitely a good one to handle. The legs are a bit fally offy, but
yeah, I'm not even going to try to pronounce some names. I'm not even going to try it.
No, I'm trying to even think how to say that in my head, but it's not happening.
But if you want to do something fun, if you want to, I'll start a post off, because I've had a few people ask me to do enough videos. So what I'll do is I'll start a post off on Mantis Marvels, probably next week or something, and just comment with some scientific names of the common name. It can be anything: spiders, scorpions, whatever you want, stick insects. And I will do another video because I've had some great responses from it, and it was quite funny. And then what I'll do is I'll get my wife and Craig to do some red herrings again and chuck them in there.
That'll be funny. We'll have to do one as well where all the members kind of like send in their version of how to say it, and just like have a whole list of people.
Well, I thought of one better. We could do a live video and we could write down some names, and then the people who are on live, we could invite them, and they've got 30 seconds to read the name out, and then we move on to the next one. That'd be quite funny. Then we could put that on YouTube if everybody was okay with it.
Or there is, I don't know if you'll be able to save it or not. There is the rooms you can do on the groups as well, where you can just invite everybody. And everyone could just be a cat face and just try and say them all. You could probably screen record it, but I do want to make a room at some point with everyone to join.
That'd be nice.
That will be.
Would be nice.
What should I get out next? I've got that many things.
Have you got any thistle mantises? Now I say thistle. This is something you got to learn. I can't pronounce TH, so it's thistle for me.
Yeah, I do actually.
Because that's one I'm interested in getting next. I am interested in that. And Craig's on, and I want to see one in the blood, as they say.
Let me grab it. I think they've just molted a few days ago actually, so they're due nom again tonight. They'll have one of them locusts. Let me push it that way.
Plus, I'm probably going to have to go off in the next 10 minutes or so. So
that's all right.
So I don't know if you want to carry on with the stream.
Possibly.
Yeah, sure. Now, I've wanted one for so long, and it's purely because I like the look of them. I haven't had one. That's another thing, and I just won't get photos of one because most of your mantises, the markings on them are pretty simple, aren't they? And them are they're mind blowing when you look at them. Devil's Flower's just one I'm not going to touch for a long time yet, personally myself. I want to get it set up properly if I do one of them.
Well, you ring luck, Andy. I've got babies available at the moment as well. So I've got dinkers. Dinkers. Yeah, thistles are sweet. Hang on. I packaged this one up to go and it started to molt, so I had to just put it to one side and leave it sellotaped up, but it's all right now. This is a tiny one. Don't know if you'll be able to focus on it. I might have to take the camera off again. Come here, darling. Well, that's how big my thistles are at the moment.
Oh God, they're off bolting.
A little bit bolty. And then I'll show you the big one. I might turn it around again actually so you can see. Okay. Let me get it out of its pot. I don't know where I don't know if they've all just turned ugly. I had quite a few times on the live streams I was showing some really beautiful bright green striped green and white striped ones. Oh, they're sweet. Let's zoom this in. Wow. Flick this around. There we go. That's one of our big ones. It's like, I hate you. What are you doing? How offended it is. Don't. There we go.
But you can see the markings on it already, can't you, coming out?
Yeah, on its little arms as well. They're impressive. They're taking the time growing wise, but they're definitely worth it. And your sexies are the same as the spinies as well, so they're fairly easy to sex. But I can't wait to get these as adults. But definitely be worth it.
Yeah.
So yeah, they are amazing. They are amazing. Let's pop it back before it cuts into the light.
But yeah, I'm probably going to come off the live now because my son's coming home from work. So
Needs to chill.
Yeah, and I'm going to play a bit of Warzone now. We've got to play a bit of Warzone. You have to get a bit of Warzone in.
I guess playing games like that is quite relaxing, even though it's not relaxing at the same time. It's wind down time, isn't it?
But Craig's just texted me saying he likes them ones. I knew he would.
Yeah, there's lots of babies here of them. I think I must have about 15, 20 of them at the moment. So
but they go a real deep green, don't they, as they get older as well? That's where the real colours come out on them. That's what I want for pictures. They're amazing.
They really do start off with beige, but then I've got 50-50 on the adults. A lot of them are beige. It tends to be like the boys that go really, really dark green and white stripes, but yeah. I think they're all just about to molt. They've all just molted because they're all the same colour. They're all just like that dirty, dark, beigey colour. So yeah, well no, they're definitely worth it. And the coloration on their wings as well as adults, just absolutely fantastic. Which is wonderful.
But yeah, I'm probably going to go now, any case, guys. So thanks for watching. But I don't know if I can click. I've got nowhere to click an X on this for end it, so it's probably going to end the stream.
That's all right. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock, so I'm probably going to be good as well tonight and say I'm going to bugger off as well.
Yeah. So thanks for watching, everybody. I know I haven't been talking as much because everybody wants to see Claire's mantises, but it's interesting. I like looking as well, to be honest.
You'll be able to do that soon when you built all your shelving, though, won't you?
Oh God, yeah. It'll be a while yet because we've got to decorate the front room. You know what they say? Happy wife, happy life.
Wow, yes, I can agree with that. I can agree with that.
But yeah, I'm going to go any case, Claire. Thanks for having me on tonight.
Right, thank you for joining. Thank you to the 24 solid people that's been on here most of the night. So, yeah.
Yeah. See you later then.
See you soon.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.